After losing 32 straight against Lincoln County, the Irish have won the past 4 meetings, and tonight a division crown potentially on the line. If Aquinas wins, they clinch. Lincoln County wins, it goes to tiebreakers. A defensive battle in the first half. No score. Lincoln County in their hurry-up offense, leaning on the legs of Javon Reed. Great fake and nice gain for the first down. Next play, Reed takes off for another nice run on the far sideline for the senior. He's made a lot of big plays in his Red Devil career. Less than a minute to go in the half. Still nothing. Reed rolls out looking for the end zone. Just out of reach of a diving Manquavius Leverts. 4th down. Reed to the air again. But this one also incomplete, so score stays 0-0 in the first half. But Lincoln County wins 12-6 over Aquinas. It is a 3-way tie atop the division with Washington Wilkes, so we will have to wait for power rankings to break the tie. But we are not breaking anytime soon. We are just getting started on Football Friday Night.
Football Friday Night is powered by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Your CSRA Chevy dealers. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Augusta Technical College. Your leader in cybersecurity programs. Great deals on furniture. The deals are here. The deals are now.
Game time, boy.
Jostens, Georgia Campus Services, celebrating moments that matter since 1897. Now, the leader in local high school football coverage, WJBF Sports brings you Football Friday Night.
Welcome to Week 11 of Football Friday Night, the final week of the regular season in South Carolina, and second to last in Georgia. Lots of region titles and playoff spots on the line tonight.
It's hard to believe it's already that time of year. My little brother's a senior in high school,
yes.
So just a message for these seniors. You only have 1 or 2 more times guaranteed on the field, so make the most of it. It's definitely like you and I both know you're going to have the memories forever, but only lasts 1 or 2 more weeks, so definitely
your pep talk from Zach Hughes.
Right off the top of the show.
I'm all fired up.
Right
let's get right to it. Starting on the Georgia side in Columbia County, Evans and Lakeside. The Knights are 6-2. Panthers just 2-6, but this was huge for region standings. Lakeside just 1 game back of the region leading Knights. Third quarter, Evans already up 20-0, backed up in their own end zone on 3rd down. Demekus Taylor, following his blockers, sees nothing but daylight. He runs the ball the entire length of the field. That's 1 long touchdown and a top play nominee. Evans leads 27-0. Later in the third, Taylor showing off his arm as well after scrambling. He puts the ball way up in the air, finds a wide open Dedrick Holmes in the end zone. Evans now up 34-0. We head to the 4th, and Evans just keeps scoring. Jamison Presley on the handoff, and he fights his way into the end zone. Comes up hopping afterwards, but he pads a big team lead for Evans as they roll 41-0 over Lakeside. The Knights play Heritage next weekend for the region title. Grovetown trying to stay in the mix for a region title, coming off a 10-point loss to Evans and playing Greenbrier tonight. An important one for a Warriors team trying to make the postseason. No score in the first. Jamar Bingham drops back to pass. Nobody open, and the pack swallows him up in the backfield. Warriors forced to punt. Greenbrier student section already in the Halloween spirit. Then after a botched Wolfpack punt, a great field position for Grovetown. They take advantage. D'Angelo Durham goes all the way around, dives to the pylon. He's in 7-0 Grovetown on the ensuing kickoff. Grovetown catches Greenbrier and the rest of us off guard. Onside kick, and it is successful. The Warriors recover down inside the 5 now. More D'Angelo Durham, second rushing touchdown of the game. Grovetown beats Greenbrier 49-14. On to Class 2A, where we are 1 week out from the highly anticipated Screven County, Jefferson County championship game.
Yeah, but first, the second-ranked Gamecocks needing to take care of business against Glen Hills. Let's head to Glen Hills. Screven leads 12-0 in the second quarter. Spartans lined up to punt. DeJuan Winfrey takes the direct snap, looking to run for the first, but Kayshawn Robinson comes up with a huge stop to get the turnover on down. So ensuing drive, Screven County facing a long third and long. Armani Bunbury cuts upfield and then gets a late pitch to Kim Hunter for a huge gain. The Gamecocks converted on the 4th and short, then have a 1st and goal from the 5, and it's E.J. Roberson who punches it in. 2-point conversion good as well. The Gamecocks led 20-0 at halftime, and they roll 35-0. Jefferson County beat Josie tonight as well, so next week's game at Screven will determine the region champion. Same region, Harlem hosting Laney. The last 2 playoff spots still up for grabs in this region. First quarter, Harlem's A.J. Brown takes the handoff, sheds a tackle, sheds another, and he's in for the first touchdown of the game. 7-0 Harlem. Later in the quarter now, Harlem trying some trickery, going with a flea flicker. Ball goes up, but it's all trick and no treat. Shout out Micah Rumsey as Laney's Donald Henley comes down with the interception. He picked up some nice yardage on the return before being pushed out. Laney couldn't capitalize on that drive though, so Harlem has the ball back. Cameron Garnett takes the handoff this time, and he beats all the defenders for a big touchdown run. Harlem led 14-0. Laney came back to force overtime, but Harlem wins at 27-26 in OT to secure a playoff spot. The Bulldogs wrap up the regular season at Westside next Friday.
What a huge win. Now Cross Creek at ARC, the Razorbacks looking for their first region win. ARC hoping to stay above 500 on the season. Opening kickoff in this game. ARC back to receive. Cross Creek's Devontae Jordan pops the ball loose. The Razorbacks recover, and Cross Creek was in business early. But ensuing drive, Razorbacks facing a 4th and long. Jacobin Crumbly looking for Jalen Johnson, but Ja'Cory Gaines comes up with a big pass breakup to force a turnover on downs. Then after a pair of punts, ARC has the ball once again. Game still scoreless. Clydell White takes the handoff on a jet sweep, gets around the corner. He's pushed out after a 31-yard gain. Musketeers would kick a field goal on that drive, and ARC wins 24-12 over Cross Creek. Well, we are far from done with Georgia highlights tonight with some independent school action and, of course, Thompson and Burke County.
A region title on the line at the Bear Den. But first, highlights from the final week of the regular season in the Palmetto State. That's next on Football Friday Nights.
McDonald's, proud sponsor of Football Friday Night.